Hey team, welcome to another video. So previous videos we have seen some of LOLBins. So in this video we will see the HTML.exe. So that will be used for a malicious purpose most of the time. Let's see what was the LOLBin is about. I'm damn sure guys this knowledge will be helpful to improve the knowledge based on the threat analysis, the threat hunting. It will give enough knowledge to you, everything, red teaming, blue teaming and all. Okay, so go to the LOLBins, just search for the mshta.exe. So you can see it will execute .hta files. The hta means html. Okay, html application host, that's hta. The mshta.exe or that lolbin or lolbas was responsible for executing the hta file, because sometime the threat actor will generate malicious hta files. We will see how to generate that and all. And he will be trying to execute inside the machine, and he will be taking action. Okay, let's start our practical. Go to command. So we will generate our HTA payload first. MS of Venom. Dash P tends to payload. Shell reverse underscore TCP. And you have to give the L host, my local host IP will be the one. So you have to give a local host IP, that is 18.27. So I'm giving 192.168.18.27 here. So and L port equal to, so you can give some other ports, you can give whatever ports you want. I'm just giving the 8654 port. Okay, so you can give whatever port. Okay, so if you want whatever port you can give. So I am giving 8543 8543 dash f hta dash psh will generate a name like shell.hta. Okay, now the payload has been generated with 7247 bytes. Let's verify this. Here's our payload. So let's copy the payload in our server directory where www, so we can download there HTML server. So let's go to the Windows machine. Let's download the shell-hta here and we'll keep this. Okay, let's open this. So you can see it was pointing to a HTML files. So when I press double click on this, so you can see it was like executing. It was in the executing state. If I giving a run, so it has been executed, right? And there is no remote access because we didn't open any of the port, right? So let's open our port. LVP, the port number will be 8543. Let's do it now. You can see if I open with the Microsoft R HTML application host, this is called as the MSHTA process, Microsoft HTML application host. If I click on the open with Microsoft HTML application host, so now the payload was running. So now you can see we got a reverse connection. So if I give a if config, it's a IP config. So we got a reverse connection from the target machine, and if I giving who am I, okay, who am I? So he is an user, and let's check a privilege. Who am I? Priv. So he's just a normal user, he do not have a enough privilege, only medium mandatory privilege he has. So this is the complete overview of msht.exe. You can use the uh, line, you can use the scripts to create HTA based payloads, and you can execute in the target machine, and you can see so whatever it was seeing. Okay, let me do one more thing. We will go and investigate what was inside the script. Open with okay, you edit with notepad.exe. So you can see here we have some encrypted payload. We have some encrypted payload here, right? So the payload has been completely encrypted, and the WS shell script, and yeah. So that's all. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to see the reg.exe. So no issues, no worry about that, because most of the place we are using this reg.exe in our session to modify the registry, to disabling the Windows Defender, to doing stealing a password, username, password from the machine. So this registry.exe was used by threat actors in multiple times, many times, to dump the credentials, to export the credentials, to modify the registry keys. Okay, so many of them have don't know about the Windows registry. So if you go for a registry editor, so in the registry editor there is some of registry keys like HK, LM, local machine, HK, current users and all. So this is a database. Okay, this is basically we will call it as a Windows database. So this database will contain some informations like some configuration files, and some application configuration files, and the background, so which backgrounds the Windows needs to load, and the credentials like username, password. So when you try to log in into the machine, so your username and password will be validated by the registry, by these registry keys. Okay, so instead of the registry keys, it will be going to validate your Windows username and passwords, whether it was correct or not. So like that, it has a certain database. So how was your Windows Defender antivirus, some antivirus registry keys, and whether your Windows Defender was active or inactive, whether you disabled the Windows Defender or it's inactive. So every information will be hidden inside the registry. Okay, so that the threat actor will be mostly using the registry key to do some stuff, do some task while they're doing the certain real-time attacks. Okay, so we are using reg.exe in lot in our course, so don't worry about that. Let's here you can see the SAM and security highs. This both keys will be both are the keys will be storing the informations about the username and password, hashes, each and everything. Okay, so every user username and password will be saved inside this both of the key. And we have another set of keys also. If you go to the softwares, you can see the Mozilla, notepad.exe, and Microsoft. So this is a small database for every application which is inside the machine. So it will store the information, it will store the configurations and all. Okay, so let's we can do many attacks, many tasks in registry, but in this video I just going to dump one of the key. So here you can see here you can see one command, dump credentials hive, SAM system, and security hive. Okay, so we will dump this keys. Okay, let's get on to, and we'll dump this key. Let's go to the we'll save it in a C. Oh, C. Okay, let's save it in a C. No need of test, and let's save these things in a C folder. So now you can see the access was denied because I was in the user privilege. Okay, why am I /all? So you can see my privilege was a medium mandatory level. So I was in the local account and member of administrator group, no problem. So if you do not have enough understanding about the privilege escalation, we will have a separate section for a privilege escalation. Let's open a command, run it with the run as an administrator. So let's copy the command. Sometimes you can't able to copy that. Just give Control Shift C and paste it here. So now you can see the operation is completed successfully because I have enough privilege to do that. QMI slash all. Okay, who am. So now you can see my privilege was a high mandatory level, but in a previous section which was denied, that has a only a medium mandatory level of privilege which we have. So now our privilege is on high mandatory level. I just open my command prompt with the run as an administrator. So now you can see the both the commands. So it was running, this command was running in a administrator level privilege. So this was running in a normal user privilege. We'll do some USC bypassings in a privilege escalations to bypass this things, escalating privileges. Okay, let's get on to the dump section. So what we dumped. So don't worry about which I have showed before. So it's just we will see everything in the privilege escalation section. So no need to worry. So you can see we have dumped 3 of the files, SAM, system, and security. So all the files are inside the C directory. Okay. So not only for this dumping the credentials, so it was used to modify disabling Windows Defender, disabling antivirus software, disabling EDRs. Okay, lot of things will be there. Okay, adding some rules inside the database and enabling the RDP. We can see each and everything in upcoming sessions. Don't worry. So the wordings will be made difficult if you are new to cybersecurity. If you are a freshers to cybersecurity, we can see everything in upcoming sessions. So this is not advanced course. We will learn everything one by one. This is not a advanced course first. Okay. Some course will be like they will be teaching starting from the advanced. The freshers are if you do not know the concept, you can't able to understand what they are saying. But this course is not like that. I just covered from the basics and I guess go into the advanced. So this course will be mainly focused on basics to advanced. I didn't cover about the intermediate to advanced also. I gone with the basics. I gone till advanced. Okay. Anyway, this course will teach you a lot of things into a cybersecurity, real-time attacks, real hackers, real threat actors, how they will operate, how they will perform all the attacks inside organizations. Let's hop off this video and we'll continue our discussion in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So we are going to see another LOLBin, but it was not listed in the LOLBas project, but that was considered as a LOLBin. Okay, so because threat actors will use that for a malicious purpose, the name was WEVTUTIL. Okay, we'll call webutils.exe. So basically, we already discussed it before. The Windows machines will be saving logs to one of the folder, right? It will be saving each and every logs to one folder. The logs will be like security logs. When you are logging into the machine, the logs will be logged there, and every application logs and everything will be there, right? So it will be present under the WEV WinEVT folder. So now you can just come to the bottom. You can see there is a security logs that was in a 488 KB. So now if I open the security log, let me so if I open the security log, so you can see a lot of security log. So you can see a lot of information about the security. So when I will log into the machine, when I log off, when I did a shut down the machine, so each and everything will be logged, right? So this Windows util, web util, will clear. We can able to clear all the logs. Okay, all the logs from the session. So why the threat actor need to clear the logs from the logs from the directories? Okay. So I already mentioned those. So this logs is evidence. Okay, so evidence of investigation. As you are a blue teamer or if you are a threat analyst, if you are doing a forensics or anything, So you need some logs, right? You need some evidence to investigate. If there is no evidence, you can't able to investigate what's happened inside the machine. Okay, so the threat actors will, or hackers, they will delete this log, they will clear, they will do clearing these logs. So if the threat actors cleared this log, so you do not have any data to investigate. Okay, so probably you are clueless, so you don't know what happened inside the machine. Okay, so we can do this by using one of the LOLBas, WVTUTIL .exe. So this is the executable, and you need to give the CL means clear. So now you can give the security, SECURITY. Oh, sorry. So let's refresh this and see. So now you can see there is only one log. There is only one event, right? So the event was 1102 event ID. Log clear. There is a log clear event ID. The event ID was 1102. Someone, because we cleared that log. Okay. You can see now we have cleared that logs, and the event ID is 1102 that has been logged, and this is the user, he cleared the log, the audit log was cleared. Okay, so this was used by many hackers and many threat actors, especially the ransomware threat actors, because they need to delete all the evidence from the machines. So they will be doing this kind of malicious things by using the webutils.exe. Okay, so let's hop off this video and we'll continue our discussion in our next video. See you guys. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So we will see the cmd.exe. That was one of the sysinternal binary that was highly used by the threat actors while they are performing some attacks like executing the files and executing the fileless malwares into the machine. Okay. So if you check the LOLBin for cmd.exe, it will be used for a different purpose. It was used for a different purpose. I already said it's like executing something, and we can do a lot of things. Okay, so we can execute a bad file inside the machine, and if you want to download any file from the server, you can go ahead and you can do that. If you want to upload anything, you can go ahead and do that. So there is a lot of users for a cmd.exe. Okay, so let's take a simple example. I just have one of the malware called malcmd. It's an executable file. Anyways, if you see, this is the application exe file. So if I need to execute this file, I can do it with the cmd.exe. So you can see here. So if I give mal cmd, so now you can see there's on Windows PowerShell get executed, and it get been loaded. So now you can see I got a session for a machine. So this is the one. So don't worry about this console. This is one of a C2 framework called as a Star Killer. So we will see these in upcoming session. So don't worry about that. So we already said this was the cmd.exe. When I execute that shell, so it's opened as PowerShell. So we got a session. So you can perform another attacks, other attacks from here. So we can see everything after that, but we will discuss more about the cmd.exe. So also, if you need to perform, if you need to execute some fileless malware inside the machine, you can go ahead and you can do that. So that will be easy. You have to just open the server. Let's create a one of the file. So this is called as the fileless malware. So I just created one of the file and I will pasting this encoded PowerShell command, and I'll be saving this as a fileless. So there is no file for this malware. We need to execute it manually by the process of by using the process of cmd.exe or PowerShell.exe. So let's open the machine and we'll download the fileless.txt. You can see it here. Let me copy this, and I will execute in the cmd.exe. So I will execute from here. We will see what happened after we have executed. So now the shell has been terminated, and we will check our star killer. So now you can see another one session has been opened. So this is called as a fileless malware. So we can do a lot of things in the cmd.exe. Already we have seen in the LOLBins how it has been used. So don't worry about the alternate data streams, and we will cover the things in upcoming sessions. Also, you can able to execute the .bat files. So if you have a .bat malware, so already in our VM machines we executed a lot of bat files. So this is a bat file. So disabling Windows Defender for Windows 10. If I go for a property, so you can see this is a bat file. You can execute any files in a cmd.exe. Okay, not only execute, and you can do a lot of things. So that is the thing. We'll hop off this video and we'll continue our discussion in the next video. See you guys. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So this is also one of the important LOLBin wmic.exe, because threat actors using this LOLBin to do some attacks like laterally move from one machine to another and executing the files remotely. We'll see that later, executing the file in our remote systems and all. But we will explore the wmic.exe. So what is wmic.exe? The full form of Windows Management Instrumentation. It's a command line. So that's CO added. So we will call it a command line. Windows Management Instrumentation command line. So this is an utility for in a Windows. So it will provide a command line interface for a user. So we can just query. We can do some management related stuff, like we can if you need if you need to access the hardwares or softwares, if you need to query the hardwares or softwares, like which Windows versions we are using, and what is the latest, what is the updates we did, and what was the disk management informations, and what about the users informations, and we can query few information. We can query that, we can get some information. So probably the threat actor will be using this for gathering some information from the machine, like if they updated, it's whether the machine was running in a latest Windows update, or it's a old one, and they will be getting some like informations, and they will do based on attacks based on that. Okay. Also, this was used for lateral movement from one machine to another. You can see the command here. If you want to execute anything, you can go ahead and you can execute inside the Windows machine. So if I open, so let's do this by executing a calc inside the cmd.exe. Let me do that. With that, so now you can see the calculator has been started, because I started a process with the cal command. Also, you can execute your malware by process called create some malcom cmd.exe, like that. So you can execute any program here basically. And if you need to execute anything in a remote machine, you have to give the remote IP here. So if the threat actor will be using, like if they compromised one of the machine and they need to execute the program on another machine, they will just use this command node. It's a remote machine IP address, and they will create a process called, they will execute the evil.exe, the malicious file, into the another machine. Okay, so also they can do a lot of things, like they can do a shadow copies. We will see what's the shadow copies and all later. And using WMAC we can delete the shadow copies also. That will be more dangerous. We can see everything after that. If I say this kind of things, you will be get confused. So I'm quitting this. So let's learn everything one by one. And you can do a lot of stuff here. You can copy your files from one machine to another. So here you can I have listed some of the commands. So you can get a lot of information using the WMIC. If you need a user account information, you can execute this command. You can get some informations, like, oh, cool. Let me close that. So now you can see it listed a user accounts. uh, so you can see everything, each and everything here, right? And this will give the installed update for your operating system. Let me copy one more time. So now you can see all the installed update. This is a hotfix which I did previously, and security update I did, and the Windows update I did. These are the few updates that has been installed inside the machine. If you need to terminate some process, you can go ahead and you can give your executable, and you can go ahead and terminate the process. So if you want to know about the OS versions or current architectures or anything, you can execute this command. I will give the commands in the resource session, so don't worry about that. um, so you can go ahead and you can execute this information. So basically WMIC will be used for gather some information, like the management related things regarding the hardware, softwares, uh, this kind of things. Okay, so this will be very useful when you are doing real-time attacks. So it's a 64-bit and Windows 11 Enterprise evaluation versions, and this is the version of Windows. So if the versions are vulnerable, you can go ahead and do a few more attacks, right? So the threat actor will be using this WMAC for a lot of things, but yep, these are the few. So they will get many informations regarding the OS, hardware, softwares, everything. So they can use this information for further attacks. Yeah, guys. Also, we seen how they will use for a lateral movement and how they will execute the process in in another machine, right? So we will hop off this video and we'll continue our discussion in the next video. Bye bye.